My name is Meaghan O'Brien, and I'm the Director of Peer Programs at the Mental Health Association of San Francisco. I got diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder when I was in high school after a traumatic event that happened in my life. And I think I've been navigating this realm for as long as I can remember. I didn't seek help until I was in high school. And that was really because I just didn't know how to manage it anymore. I wasn't able to make it to school for a full day for over a month period. I was just having a really hard time. So my mom actually supported me in getting a therapist, as well as going to various doctor's appointments to make sure there wasn't anything else that was really going on. So I definitely utilized therapy, and I still utilize therapy to this day. And I think it's one of the reasons why I ended up at this job that I've currently been at for over 4 years. And that's because I am trying to support other people with resources so that way they can have support when they're going through any type of mental health challenge. What I would suggest to anybody who's going through something similar to this is to not be quiet about it. Something that I know for myself is I always wanted to be the one that was okay, be the one that was supporting everybody else. And it really, was highlighted when I was at my breaking point and going to see his therapist and not being able to make it through school, that I needed that support, and I should have talked about it sooner than I did. And so anyone who's out there who's going through any type of mental health condition, I think just talking about it, whether that's to our warm line, whether that's to your friends, whether that's to a family member or a trusted colleague or even a therapist, talking to somebody about it and getting connected to resources is how you're going to be able to live with this and find a support structure that is also ready to help you. You are trying to support somebody who is going through something really challenging, such as a mental health crisis or just going through some challenging times with their own mental health. The most important thing is to establish boundaries. And what I mean by boundaries is what is okay for you to have and to hold for this person, and what is too much. And I think that a lot of times people think that setting boundaries can be invasive and that it's not helping, but it's going to help both of you in the long run, because this person's going to know what they can come to you for and what they can't come to you for. And you're not going to be depleted by the end of the conversation that you have with this person. And so boundaries, I would say, is the number one thing. And when you are dealing with when you are working with somebody who is going through a challenging time, the best thing that you want to do is to listen and to provide an empathetic ear. This isn't a time to be, telling them what they should be doing. This isn't a time to be, giving them all kinds of different resources. This is a time where they really just need to be heard and to sit in this really uncomfortable moment. And something that I really appreciate in some trainings that I've been involved in is this is a model of active listening as well as ECPR. And with ECPR, the most important thing is to be with that person when they're in that tough situation. And so by establishing boundaries, you are not only supporting the other person, but you're also supporting yourself. I'm definitely passionate about working at MHASF. I've been here for over 4 years now and have really hopped into different programs. I've started off as a part-time worker and have moved my way into a director role. And I think that something that's really unique about our agency is that we have a really, really supportive environment. And I think that really is because we base ourselves on being recovery oriented and we meet people where they're at. So if you're going through a tough time, we don't expect you to fake it till you make it. We expect you to come as who you are and to work with us while you're also working on yourself. And so I think that creates a really beautiful dynamic for an agency, and to be able to work in a place like this, I'm just really blessed that I have this opportunity.